a speeding bullet.
Hey, what's up? Hey, we all know in these rants you don't have a whole lot of time, so let's just go ahead and get started. I'm actually hiding out. If you look around, you will notice I am not at home. I'm actually building a studio in my garage to make better content. So until then, I'm moving around. And right now, I'm at work. Shh. Thank God I bought good gear. It's all portable, so I just carry it around. I can pretty much negotiate my schedule a little bit, so I take some time off, call it a lunch, run out, make a video, throw it back up. This is a great place to have a Matthews Minute because I can get in and out in 5 or 6 minutes. So let's get it started. And by the way, you hear this? That's because I'm on lunch, so I got to do all my errands at the same time. I've been on hold with my doctor for 12 minutes. That should be its own rant. There's that. All right. I know. Calm down. I'm not talking bad about the movement. First thing, let's start with the positives. I think these kids are fantastic. I think they've done a lot to propel this movement forward. They have sparked some energy I have not seen for a debate on gun control in my entire life. I think there was one, do you remember a couple years ago when there was the last shooting, Obama was crying and really wore out about it, which emotionally touched me. But he basically was like, what do you want me to do? I mean, Congress, the House and the Senate are both against me. It has no support. So you can see he was frustrated. You can actually pull a footage of him just like, I don't know what you want me to do. So this has maybe broke through and is finally going to do something. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter. These kids, Miss Emma, the other young man, they're doing this march to Washington. By the time this video comes out, this is Monday the 26th. So I think whatever they're doing is already passed. Their march on Washington movement, all that, it's not going to make any friggin' difference. And I'm going to tell you why. I've been doing this kind of work forever. I've been working for the labor movement for about the past 20 years, and I have marched on literally everything. Gun control, yearly, bi-yearly labor rallies, the Fight for 15. There's a clean water bill I was on, and God, what else? And this is just like last year alone. But anyway, everyone has their hot button issue, which is my point. And I know that these kids are impacted by that, and it's important by what they're doing. But what I'm saying is they got about a month. You got about a month, because in a month's time, nobody's going to care. Here's some footage of my Twitter. If you look at this Twitter page, okay, so what's going on? What you don't see is information about DACA. Why are we talking about DACA? Because DACA was what everybody cared about a month ago. It was all DACA. There was a million tweets a day. It was all DACA, the dreamers. This is the hot button issue. This is the moral imperative issue of our time. So where are they at? Nobody gives a damn about DACA now, because that's the way our nation is. We're so short, our memory's so short, we only care about the issue of the day. What happened yesterday is gone. And these kids have the momentum, they have the fire, everyone's watching this movement. Now's the time for them to strike. And if something doesn't get done immediately, and I mean immediately, then this is just going to wash away and nothing is going to happen. Think about it. Okay, look, let's think about it real quick. Why would any of these people do anything about gun control? They're all getting paid by the NRA. You got that embarrassing little CNN town hall with Marco Rubio. You got kids. Trump is meeting with these kids to talk about it. It's all politics. They're going to sit down, get something to eat, have a little conversation, take some pictures, shake some hands, and do nothing. I'm not giving away my payday because you're freaking unhappy. That's the way they look at it. People, they're not real people. the politicians were not important to them. That's why I'm actually starting a channel to give people a voice. They don't give a damn. They care about who's paying their rent. And it ain't you. It ain't none of those kids. It ain't none of those kids' parents. It's the NRA. They were voted in. I read an article. It said every single Republican member in the state of Florida had an A rating with the NRA. So why would I not be pro NRA? Why would I flip the script now? I wouldn't, because I look, it's not even them. They got voted in on pro-gun policies. That's their platform. When you voted them in, that's part of the things that a lot of these people ran on. They aren't betraying their values. Those are their values. You just weren't paying attention. They showed you who they were a while ago, and you voted for them anyway. So don't blame them now, talking about, oh, what are you going to do? You're voting for an evil, corrupt corporation. From the beginning, their record was clear. Nobody has a AAA rating from the NRA, and they're hiding that. Nobody. This is what I'm saying. You're mad. These people are despicable. Don't get it twisted. These are evil men doing evil things, okay? But you voted them in. I would say I voted them in, but I don't live in that district. These people were voted in. People in my area, I could blame the people where I live who voted these people in. But we as a block voted these people into office. We can't get mad at them. They ran on these policies. The Second Amendment is part of their core platform, so don't get mad when they stand up for the NRA. That's who cuts the checks. I don't know where everybody's all freaking out the NRA for. You should be mad. They'll be mad at Marco Rubio, but you should be mad at you for voting for Marco Rubio. You're the dumbass, not him. You know? So here's the deal. That's why it's going to fail. Okay, like I said. Look, I'm looking at my Twitter page, right? And nobody's talking about an issue that was even the hot button issue a month ago. Let's go ahead and I went online real quick. I looked up all the biggest hot button issues recently. Tell me if you remember any of these. You'd be like, okay, so we have, just on one thing alone, this is what's coming up this year. The federal tax code revision, health insurance, building a 5G network for Wi-Fi, sexual harassment laws, fair work schedules, the opioid crisis, unions are under siege, state revenue projections, election cybersecurity, terrorism, border security, abortion, racism, unemployment, student loans, climate change, minimum wage, animal rights, net neutrality, equal pay, fracking, campaign finance reform, vaccines, tax reform, surveillance, racial conflict, drones, religious freedom, Cuba, homelessness. Okay, whatever. Look, here's the deal. There's a lot of stuff going on. Everything I just read was the quintessential issue of our time when it came out. Now nobody's talking about them. The political cycle moves too fast to keep issues on your mind. People only care about what happened today, this weekend, whatever. 1,077 people have been killed in mass shootings. Okay, so I understand that 17 people were actually murdered at that school. A lot of people were killed at every school, at every event. I'm sure some people already forgot about Vegas, and that was, 100 plus people? That's what I'm saying. Okay, so here's the bottom line. You can do your little walk to Washington. You can do what you got to do. You can be on CNN. You will get your 15 minutes. That's cool. But if you want to change the world, the only way you're going to do that is to not push Trump and Rubio and Ted Cruz and all of them into changing policy. They're not going to change policy. What are they doing now? They're doubling down, trying to give teachers guns. They're not going to go for gun reform. Not ever. So what's the answer? All right, I'm almost out of time on this little rant. The answer is, all you can do is vote in people who care about gun control. You can't push politicians. You can't push push a lion to eat a salad. They're not built that way. You can't make somebody do something that's outside of who they are. These are who these people are. You know what I'm saying? So all you can do is vote in people who care about those issues. They're out there. They exist. I'm a progressive. That's the people who I vote for. Those are my values, and every single one of those people have an F rating from the NRA. You vote the way you want to vote. But if you care about gun control, if this is a hot button issue for you, if you're more than just a Twitter feed screaming about what's going on, those kids need to be encouraging people to get out there and vote on the next election. Vote for people who care, because you're wasting your breath trying to get these people to do any kind of reform, because they're not going to do it. I've been fighting it for 20 plus years, and so have a lot of other people that I work with. Sooner or later, the dam always breaks, but it ain't going to break under a Trump presidency. Or what you can do is get those people out of office to bring in people who represent what you care about. Nothing else is going to matter. All right, I'm sure I'm out of time, and I got to call my doctor back. That's my 5-minute rant. I hope those kids, just good luck to you. Somebody has to change the world, so why not you? Nothing in my heart I want to be so wrong about this. I want to be like, you went ahead and turned Scrooge around, he went ahead and his heart's no longer full of coal, and, Merry Christmas, everybody. Everyone's great, but it's not going to happen. Hope I'm wrong, though. But if you really care about this issue, don't march on Washington. March at people's doorsteps and get them to vote. All right. Peace out. I'm done.